about something else that happened last night. It wasn't just the noise they made. It was the fact that they couldn't stand up for Jocelyn Nungaray and the loss of her 12-year-old child. This woman is constantly, whenever I see her in public, she's got, just the hint of about to being able to break down. And I can't imagine what she's going through losing a 12-year-old. And then also the other, Lake and Riley's family was there. The girl who had the major injury, the blood bleed from getting spiked with a volleyball in the face by a transgendered man. She lost her volleyball career. She's still alive, thank God, but she had a material change in her life. These people were there, Tyler, and they were in the space. And even if you don't agree with the ideology, not to stand up for a mother who lost a 12-year-old child, I just couldn't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, so many important stories were told last night. And I think of January Littlejohn, whose daughter was brainwashed essentially by her school to go into gender ideology. And like all of these people that President Trump celebrated, that he talked about, it's almost like the second half of his speech was all just focused on all these other people. It was no longer about Trump and his accomplishments or about the state of the country overall, although these people's lives do illustrate the struggles that many Americans are facing. I mean, I think there are a lot of January Littlejohns across this country who have come home and to have their child say, oh, look, in class, we were told that Johnny became Sally. Or that, we can change our gender like switching clothes. And this is a real threat. And many of these are real threats. And President Trump highlighted them very well. And yet we saw the Democrats sitting on their butts, unwilling to clap for these people. And that just speaks volumes.
It did. And it wasn't just I think Americans noticed that. It was a stark representation because at every State of the Union, you have the Democrats on one side of the room and the Republicans on the other. And when Barack Obama was the president, the Republicans sat and the Democrats cheered. That's not unusual, but it is unusual to refuse to acknowledge, there was a soundbite we have for later on in the program. Tyler, you have, a leftist commentator kind of making a little soliloquy about DJ, the 13-year-old cancer survivor. It's just, I feel like, so they've thrown off all of the norms, all of the boundaries are gone, and their behavior reflects that. And in the last election, the American people repudiated that view, but they're still holding on to it, which I'm happy for them never to win again, but it's just odd to see them be this disjointed at this point.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.